I'm up against the fight of my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it, let it, let it, let it, let it out. I refuse to run and hide. I must let it, let it, let it, let it, let it out. I refuse to run and hide. All the weight is lifted off my shoulders. I will not hold this in any longer. I know you thought that it would kill me, but it has only made me stronger.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Let It Out. I am here with our beautiful host, the Bushes Rochester. and I am her co-host, the bass man, Raphael Jones.
Hello, everybody. welcome tonight. And what's our topic tonight?
Tonight's topic is marriage. I do, I don't. This covers all grounds. This is the topic that's going to cover what do you feel about marriage, about your marriage, about even being married, or if you even want to be married. We covered a lot of topics about relationships and everything else, but I think marriage is one of the things that need to be singled out, that we need to find out how do people feel about their marriage. So, with saying that, I'm asking for all of you to call in tonight and get in on this one and share it.
Yes.
Call us at 302-312-3534, excuse me. And as you can see, tonight we are also advertising for our hit show, If You're Dirty, Take a Bath.
Yeah.
It's coming May 7th.
Yes. Exciting.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah. Hello, everybody that are tuning in at the moment. Welcome to Let It Out. We are going to have a good show tonight.
Good evening, Kenyatta.
I want you guys to share this because it's going to be a powerful show. And I know it's going to touch somebody. Somebody's going to need to talk about their stuff. I don't care who you are. Somebody's going to need to let it out somewhere. Okay? And and also thank you for tuning in. We are on Plug Studio Network. So.
I'm sorry, yes.
You are right, brother. Yes, you guys. So, topic for tonight. Go ahead, you can start if you like.
Is marriage, I do and I don't. I see Facebook user text in, I do want to get married. I'll be 59 next month. So, I mean, you're never too late to get married.
Oh,
it's
no,
never, ever too late to get married. It's always a great thing.
It is.
But like I tell everybody, with marriage, you got to want it.
Yes.
You got to want it. Like, I mean, regardless of what it is, you got to want it. You must want it in order for any part of it to work. And it can't be just you. Both parts have to want it. Meaning as the baggage that came before, the baggage that was in your past, all of that happened to the person beforehand, things that caused that person, if they have been married before and have gotten divorced before, but you scared to jump back out on that ledge again to get married again, it's always okay to do so. I'm not an advocate of saying, all right, everybody should get married because, like saying, because my marriage is great, that everybody else's should be great kind of thing. It's not always there. And I'm going to be the first to say marriage is not for every single body.
It's not.
But I am going to say that if you are planning to marry, make sure you're marrying not because you're in love with that person or you're infatuated with what they can do, their money, their sexual orientations, or whatever can be done. Now, don't marry for that. Make sure you're marrying for the right reason all the way through. And when you do, make sure that you understand that you're marrying all of that person. Everything that comes with them, their baggage, their bad baggage as well as their good. You got to take all of that with you. You can't just have just one part.
Exactly.
All marriages come with different stages in different areas. Like, this is my first marriage. And this will be my only marriage.
I know that's right.
So if, God willing, we grow old and die together. Things don't go that route, and we go our separate ways, which hopefully and never do. I would have to settle with that.
All right.
But at the same time, we have to understand that just like everything else, it takes work.
It does.
And I use this term a lot. Everything that is good and accomplished in this world takes work. So you must put work into every single thing that you do, including your marriage.
Well said.
So you must do that.
Yes. Indeed.
Hey, Alicia.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, marriage is, it's nothing. It's not a game. You have to take it seriously once you step into that. That communication thing, and being able to just have that relationship. It means a lot, And some people, like you said, people get married for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
There's something behind it,
Yeah.
There's something behind it. You're
Definitely.
not in love.
Definitely.
Or, yeah.
Some are married because they want their financial status to go up, or this person is in a good position, so maybe if I attach myself to it, I'll be there as well. But if your mind isn't right, you just messed up this man's life or this woman's life.
You just wasted my
time. You just messed up that life for that person.
Yeah.
It's not always about what you're getting or who you are.
Exactly.
Like, I believe that because I was raised different. I was raised completely different.
Yeah.
If you have so many people who believe in like the old stuff, like don't buy your man no shoes, he'll walk out on you.
Yes.
No, my wife don't buy me shoes. I'm grateful.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk out. Yeah, I'm coming back home later because that's where I live. You know what I mean? It's not one of those things.
Right.
Good evening, baby. So we have a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff behind it that you got to understand that marriage works only if you put the work into it. And it's really true. And I know Alicia's sitting there talking about something. I love my marriage. Me and my ghost in my house have been living together for 6 years now. And peace, love, and harmony. Wow. Oh, there's something wrong with her. But it's like there's a lot of people who'd rather be alone than to be married. And that's fine too.
That's true. Yeah.
My father, he's been married 3 times and he's 87. Living in his house happy by himself.
What?
So he don't even care about being married again.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But it's one of those things. I mean, marriage is a strong thing.
And it's a lot that comes with it.
Right. Especially if a person have real horrible baggage. And I do mean horrible. Like their past done did so much wrong to them that they can't see you not bringing that same thing to their life.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to try to work as hard as you can to get past that, and the person who's dealing with that has to work real hard to try to live with it.
Exactly.
Because they're eventually going to come around and go, you know what? That's not you. That's just me tripping. I'm sorry. But a lot of times they don't. They don't come around. Sometimes it does put a wedge in your marriage. It put a wedge in your life, and it sends y'all both off the different ways.
Yeah, it'd be really toxic too.
Yeah, very toxic. Excuse me.
Yeah, it does. As you guys notice, Raphael doing all the talking. This is his show tonight. I'm just sitting here looking pretty. Just say and Yeah, but guys, welcome to Let It Out tonight. The show is about
marriage. Do
and don't.
I do? I don't.
Yeah.
And Kenyatta said, if I was married, I would not get I would get no divorce and do whatever I need to do to keep my man happy. That is a great idea.
Yeah. Okay.
But at the same time, he got to do the same.
Okay.
This is
a vice versa.
A lot of times marriage is give and take.
Yes, it is.
But at the same time, y'all both got to work on that part.
Not just one
both
way.
of y'all got to make each other happy.
Yeah.
Because if y'all both not doing it, trust me, after a while of you making him happy and he's not doing it for you, you're going to feel that strain. You're going to feel that strain and you're going to feel like, hey, hold up. We've been together all these years here and that ain't work.
Right,
So,
right. Yeah, and the lovely Dee Dee, hello. What do you think about working through baggage together?
That is awesome. This is the thing. Mm-hmm. You have to be willing to open up with your baggage, and he has to be willing. He or she has to be willing to open up with theirs, so that they can actually. Y'all not going to actually fix each other baggage. That's 100 because that happened in your past. Mm-hmm. But to know something that will happen so that you do not relive it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing you can do is to be cautious, be careful so that you do not relive it. I know cautious and careful is pretty much the same, but I had to say it that way because there is a way to single out both. You have to be able to be so that you do not relive it.
So true.
And if you know that this person went through something, you try not to touch that area. There's a no-touch zone. You try to stay away from that area. Yeah. Or if y'all feel comfortable at times talking about it, y'all can reference to a certain degree of some things that y'all can touch and agree on to try to fix what y'all having a problem with. So they can see that, hey, this is not what it's supposed to be.
Right.
And Facebook user said, I'm waiting for the one. There is no the one.
That's Stacy.
Oh, Stacy, there is no the one. I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
No.
There is no the one. Because of the fact that by the time you find the person you call the one, they're going to be missing something, and you're going to find that missing something. And then you're going to say, nah, that might not have been the one. Yeah. So then you're going to create the one again in your head some other way. Exactly. The problem comes in is that everybody's searching for the one instead of searching for the one that God sent you.
So true.
So you're not going to find the one. It's never the one.
Yeah. Kenyatta stated that, well, God knows my heart and the man I asked for. So if God haven't sent him, then I'll continue to stay single.
That's another good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
But don't always block your blessings also. So look out for God sending you something that you may not have seen. I'm going to be honest with you. My wife and I guarantee you, I think our ages, I think us being as old as we are actually made us work. Yeah. Because if I would have met her in her past and she would have met me in my past, we probably wouldn't have got together.
Right.
Because both of us, I was wild. And Kenyatta, oh, definitely. Definitely different paths. I was wild. I was completely wild. So yeah, I know my baby would not have looked at me and said, you know what? I like him. No. She would have been throwing holy water on me every day. I was wild.
Get out of here. Yeah. And Brendan stated, yes, there is a Mr. Right for me. God brought him to me.
Well, baby, I thank you. But I'm saying it to say that you didn't search. No, you did search me. Hold up.
Huh?
Hold up. You did search me. Yeah, but it just just that it doesn't happen just like the way that like you go through these trials and tribulations before you find this person that you call the right one.
Yeah.
I mean. You never know who the right one may be. You female.
Who is Mr. Right? Like, who is he?
You find you're a female.
Yeah.
You may find another female to be the right one.
So who is that one?
You find you're a male. You may find another male to be the right one. You never know who's the one that's actually going to work for you.
Yeah, where your heart's going.
Your heart is going to tell you what it
Tell you
is,
what it
and
is,
it's going to work for you for the rest of your life from that point on.
Yeah. That's so true.
So
Yeah.
you got to leave. Not saying leave all options open, because if that's not you, hey. But there's things that are out there. Love is there.
It is.
You got to also know how to love yourself to know how to love others.
Thank you.
If you don't know how to love other people, you can't love yourself. And if you can't love yourself, you can't really love other people as much.
You come first.
Always come first. and I was telling my wife, I put myself through. Like I said last week,
Yes.
I have principles
Yes.
about my life
Yes.
that I put myself through. If it doesn't work this way, I
Yes.
move on. I cannot continue to go back and try
same
to
way-
fix.
yeah.
There is no reason to do it. Got to keep going.
Yeah. And the lovely Dee Dee stated that, and to know how you want to be loved.
Well,
Exactly. Well
yeah.
said. That's well said. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this to that. That's a great statement.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to say this. If you've never been loved, you don't know how to be loved. If you never knew true love, you don't know how to be loved. If you're looking for a daddy figure, that's the wrong love.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a mommy figure, that's the wrong love.
Yeah, that's-
You're not looking for somebody to take care of you. You're looking for someone that can gel with you. Now, there's the biblical state says you want somebody who's well yoked with you, but it's not always that. You always got to look for the thing that actually work with you. Work for you.
And you will feel
and y'all
it.
work together. Yeah,
And
you
you'll
would
feel
definitely
You'll
know
feel
it.
it. And you'll know it. You'll be like,
definitely know it.
okay.
You
I
would
believe
definitely
this is
know it.
Yeah. You'll feel it.
We- I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you financially, and I'm not saying it's just that,
Yeah,
but financially, my wife
yeah.
and I work.
Together.
Well, we work.
Yeah.
We work.
Growing together. So true,
Yeah.
Brenda. That's so
Yeah.
true.
I
Yeah.
mean, we wouldn't have never thought that the way we do things.
Yeah.
I never trusted nobody financially. I never trusted nobody financially. If it wasn't me, I didn't trust you. You know what I mean? So financially, I never trusted nobody.
No.
But
I
I
can't
got
trust you
to the
with my money.
point that this woman that I'm married to is such a guru with money that I sat there and I started taking notes on how she do stuff.
And that plays an important part
Oh,
in a relationship.
yeah. Oh,
it really
yeah.
does. Finances.
Oh, yeah. She's
that's
awesome.
the number one thing in a relationship.
She is awesome.
Yeah.
And
that's
it's
good.
like when if she say, "Oh, I made a mistake with money," you can guarantee she didn't make a mistake with money like money is gone.
Yeah.
She made a mistake because she miscounted something and we still got extra. Like,
Or something like
that's
that,
her and
yeah.
that's her making a
That's
mistake.
good.
So I'm
That's
sitting there
good.
like, "What you crying about?" She said, we still got extra stuff. I mean, I forgot I missed I thought I messed up something, but no, we good. Stop doing that because you're making me think
that you did something bad.
She's like, no, we
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And that's
oh,
good.
wow.
That's a major thing right there. And that communication thing for me, it's, I don't want to be in a room or in a car with somebody and you don't have no conversation piece for me.
Mm-hmm.
We need to have a conversation. We going for a 3-hour ride. Nobody saying anything.
Right,
That-
right.
No,
And that's something that we cannot do. We take rides. I mean, goodness, we talk about everything, even though it's like we can spend a whole week together, get in the car, and still have a whole ride worth of stuff to still talk about.
Yeah.
So it's just it's
And
one of those
some, some
things.
people's relationships, they can't do that, And Brenda stated that it's my dramatic role. LOL. I can't with her. And Alicia stated that I always start a relationship on a clean, brand new board. So if things go south, it's not because of baggage. It's because you
Yeah, you fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, a lot of times that's how you want to start all your relationships with a clean slate. Meaning as you meet this person, and I use the word person because you never know who it is.
Yeah.
You meet this person, you want to try to be close to them, you want to talk to them, you want to be, right there with them.
Exactly.
You don't approach them with what the last person did. They didn't do it.
Right.
That wasn't them.
Right. So don't.
They may have similarities to certain things that
But
they do,
yeah.
because you have a lot of people out here who have like mind.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they're doing the exact same thing.
Exactly.
Like-minded things mean as, certain things like, all right, perfect example. I'm sorry, Mama, I had to use this. Perfect example. There was a certain thing that happened in my wife passed that she didn't trust.
Okay.
And I made it, me being an old head, and I use the term an old head. I've been around all these old cats. I'm in my 20s. I'm still an old head. So I've been around all these old cats coming up.
Right.
One of my biggest things was, "Hey, hon, how are you?" To my wife, no, you don't say hun.
Hun, yeah.
You know what I mean? But when we was coming up, as us being old, hun was just a regular thing.
And some people get agitated, like they're like, "Excuse me, that's not my name. Please do not call me that."
It's not said to offend or anything. It's more
just
like,
just regular.
Yeah,
People just say it.
Yeah, hey, hon, how are you?
Yeah, baby. I remember
something-
I said that on the phone one time, and the guy said, "I beg your pardon." I said, "Yeah, baby. Do you need anything else?" He was like, next thing I know, I'm getting a call from the job saying,
Right.
He took that as like
some people take those
sexual. No,
some people
it
take
ain't
that
even like
kind
that.
of
It
hard.
was just a word. Hey, babe,
And I had to,
I had to learn to say,
right.
I
had to
shut your
learn.
mouth.
I had to learn to see what that was,
Yeah.
and what it was that I've said that was really that bad,
that offended you,
that offended her. And I said, I got it.
Yeah.
Somebody must have said something that was wrong.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
took, couldn't
Yeah.
deal with that.
Yeah.
So I had to learn. Yeah, and like hun is a Baltimore thing. Yeah, that's
Hun.
hey hun. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Baltimore thing.
Yeah.
So it's like when I said it, it's just something like small to me, because that's just what it was. It don't mean nothing.
So that was
But-
me and my husband was at a restaurant, and the lady said that to my husband. I said, "I beg your pardon. He is not your hun."
And that's what it is. So
Excuse me?
I had to see what
Yeah.
it was that touched her, and I was like, all right. So I know not to offend no more.
Yeah.
That was a mistake. I apologize.
Yeah.
We moved on.
From
I
that.
never did it again.
Yeah.
That's why everybody gets
Yeah.
yes, ma'am, from me now. The biggest respect that anybody can get from me, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. You don't hear that anything else from me, because I listened to my wife and I said, you know what, I got it.
Yeah.
I got why you upset with that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah. So you gotta listen.
Right.
To those words. Sometimes you be like, "Did I just say something?"
Right.
out of the way?"
Because I'm so used to it. It's like growing up. Like
Yeah.
like Alicia said, it is a Baltimore thing. It's not meant to be like, hun, like, hey, hun, how you? It's not one of them.
Right.
It's just normal word. Hun. Okay, hey, hun. Hey, sweetie. Something like that. That's normal old head
weird
thing
words. Yeah,
that
that
we
come out of your
that
mouth.
we grew up
Yeah.
around. So it's like you heard that.
And the word love. Hey, love.
Oh, that right there is more deeper. That's the
Yeah.
reason why
Hey,
I was
love.
like, you'll never hear me use that
Dear.
term like, hey, love, stuff like that, because that's to me a lot more deeper than hun and sweetie.
So what do you think about the word dear? If somebody was to...
Dear, because I know the origins,
dear.
how old that is.
Yeah.
And and when you write a letter, it's told to you in school, in grade school, dear such and such. It's not saying like dear,
Dear,
like
you're my dear.
yeah. It's just a word that's used
It's
to
just a word. Explain,
and that's
I'm
just
trying
what
to
it
say
is.
something to you, yeah.
But you get people who do get offended by
Yeah.
the most smallest stuff.
yeah.
So once you start taking stuff away from everybody, then you stuck with, all right, so now you don't want to offend everybody with any kind of word.
Yeah.
You got so many things out here now that's getting to be so ridiculous that it makes you so scared to even approach the idea of being with somebody or anything because of the fact that
they take it
too far.
Take
it way too far.
Yeah, and our and the lovely Dee Dee stated that when you're married, should you combine your finances? I believe you should.
Yeah, my thing is this: if you're strong enough to understand it, I prefer that my wife and I combine ours, but my wife and I, we don't have everything combined. Okay. But we do combine a lot of our finances. And I mean, like bill-wise and everything, we sit down every month and go over every single thing. And I mean, she keeps me on point with everything. Awesome. Do we know about each other's finances all the way through? Abso-fucking-lutely. Yes, we do.
That's good.
She shows me everything. She knows I show her every single thing. We open up each other's bills at times. We do everything.
And that's a normal thing because if you're married, you're going to be like, well, where'd this bill come from? Yeah. Or parking tickets. Or
please, my goodness,
speed
my goodness,
do stuff you like know? That. So I open it up. I'm like, wait a minute now.
No, believe it or not, if anything, if our vehicles are getting mail, that's what we call it. When you get the speeding tickets and the flash tickets and stuff, our vehicles getting mail. But if our vehicles are getting mail, you can guarantee that we tell each other just as soon as we seen the flash, baby, look. Flash went off.
It happened to me.
It went off this other day. I don't remember.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, Lord, here we go.
She says, all right.
And you try not to, get that. But it happens. It happens so bad. Boom, there you go.
If I see the flash, I hit her up just so that she can know. Just so she can know there won't be no surprises coming in the mail. Baby, look. The flash hit it. Hey, the car might get some mail.
We gonna get something. Yeah. Too funny. And Alicia stated that my ex-husband and I, we had our own accounts and a household account. That's what we have too. And how can I surprise you if you see the money coming out?
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. That's newsy.
That's what we did. Yeah. We had our major accounts had separated so that if we wanted to do something for each other, we can do that.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, we still show each other our whole entire accounts. Like I tell her all my passwords to everything. So if something happened to me,
you have to know.
You got to be able to get access to all of this.
Yeah.
And she does the same thing for me. But the thing is, my wife, she's funny. She got a lot of things, and then she'll say, she'll test me, baby. What's this? I don't know. Let me go to my book because I don't know. I can't remember, but she will remember all of it. I'm like,
yeah. And it's good when you're both on that part because you're like, okay, this bill was paid. Let's document that in our checkbook. Some relationships, they're not like that. They're like, okay, I just paid it. That's it. Okay, I'm done with it.
No, we have a list.
And my husband's like, I think that's why I like him too because he's like that. Like, baby, I just paid this, and can you put this in a checkbook for me and write this down? So.
We have a list in both of our phones of all the bills in the house.
I love that.
She'll hit me up and go, baby, this bill was done. I put the check on mine. She put a check on hers. It goes into the other part of the phone. Baby, and I call her, baby, this bill I just paid this bill. She go, all right, click. We do it each time.
Right.
And by the time the end of the month comes, she'll go, now let me see your list and let me see mine. And she'll open up her list. She already done checked everything off. I probably done missed a few things because I didn't go back and check it off. She go, see, that's why I keep telling you need to go and check these things off. And I ain't gonna lie, it is me. I will not go back and check it off. It's like one time I had to go to the doctors. My wife got me making lists for everything. That's awesome. I went to the doctors and they was asking for my list of medication. I forgot that I put my own list of medication in my phone. She said, baby, it's in your phone. Oh, yeah, let me go. Let me go find this real quick. She has to tell me half the time that it's there because I won't remember it.
Oh Lord!
But it's like it's one of those things like when you married and you really with the person that you are with, and they work well. That's what I mean by working well.
Yeah.
She actually keeps me on point with a lot of things because I will forget.
Yeah, because
I
your financial
will
stuff,
forget.
it will cause arguments
Oh,
if you're not on the same page and stuff like that. And we have separate accounts. Like we'll have account for the bills. I have my account. He has his account. So it's like that. So he'd be like, "Baby, let's do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna try to do this. You know, we're gonna do this time. We're gonna get the house paid. We're gonna do this. That money is in one account where we can be able to remove that money and take it out and do what we gotta do."
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's always one of those things where you want to work with your partner.
Yeah.
Because when things do get crazy, you need to be able to grab that finances. You need to be able to see what y'all can do in the clinch.
Yeah.
What can y'all do to make things happen? I remember many a days my baby was like, "All right, baby, I don't know how we're going to pull this off." I go, "You know what? Let's try to do this. Let's try to do that. Let's try to make it happen. We get it done. Don't worry about it. It's going to be all right."
Yeah.
And at the end of the week or so, she'd be like, "It worked out." I'm like, "Yeah, baby, it worked out fine." And she'll go, "So everything we're gonna start doing is like she said, we have a strictly bill account.
Yeah, you gotta have that. Just for the bills itself.
We drop money into that account all the time, and I let her know, she'll tell me what I need to do. Make sure I tell her, got you. I make sure I knock it out. Tell me which way it needs to go, how I need to do it, what it needs to do. Because I will, and I have to ask her to do that for me like in the beginning of the month. Because even though I'm looking at the same thing she's looking at, I still need to be on point to be sure that I know exactly.
Right.
Because I'm not going to, I told her before, I'm not the brightest one. I will forget. I will forget. So I have to talk to her. She was like, sometimes I know I get on her nerves, but I have to let her know, baby, I'm flawed. I will forget.
Now, question for you. Do you trust the online banking? Does anybody trust the online banking? Do you?
My wife taught me to.
Okay.
She taught me to trust the online banking.
Okay.
I didn't at first.
Okay.
I didn't trust anything, like I said at first. She taught me how to manage it, to watch what's going on with it. She taught me a lot with it because I never looked at it like I really want to do that. I was always hands on. Let's go to the bank and deal with this.
She loves it.
Yeah. So I never. My goodness, she taught me a lot of stuff. You just don't know. I mean, because I would not. I mean, it's not like I didn't know of it. I just never trusted it.
Okay.
But she showed me that it's all right.
It's okay. Yeah. You had to try to give it a chance to see what happens if it works for you or not. Alicia stated that I trust it because I trust my bank. Yeah. And that's one thing too. You got to be able to trust them. Because I know my bank. Something don't look right. They calling.
Right.
No hesitation, and I love that. Because some banks, they be like, send you a letter.
Definitely.
A letter. I want you to call me. Don't be sending letters. Yeah. So that's an important thing, too, because it makes it easier for you to pay your bills, So, yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
So tonight's show, y'all, is marriage. I do. Yes. I don't. Yes. And it's cover all grounds about marriage, what you feel and what you know and how you feel about marriage.
Yes. And share it.
And also, our show coming up soon, May 7th, is If You're Dirty, Take a Bath, May 7th. Yes. Be sure to keep a lookout for it. We always advertising it on both of our pages as well. So be sure to look out for it.
And get those tickets.
Yes, definitely get the tickets.
We have them on hand.
And my wife said yes. Navy is my. Oh, all right. She said Navy is my friend. Navy Federal. Okay. We have a whole family in Navy Federal.
Do you? Okay.
So yeah, but once you get married though, to really get into it, once you get married, one of the biggest things that causes people's that causes divorce and causes problems, financial, past, and trust. Definitely trust.
So true.
These are the things that causes the most that causes the most stuff.
Yeah.
And you got to you really have to be able to get past these three things. Financial, as long as you're making money, y'all gonna be fine. Just go ahead and do what y'all have to do to make it work. It will work fine.
Yes, it will.
The past is the past. It's the reason why it's in the past.
Yeah.
But if the person, male or female, if you never seen them cheat, you never seen them flirt, you never seen them do anything or any kind of dirt whatsoever, count that as a blessing and don't add to it. Like, oh, I'm watching you though. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Because it's not necessary.
Don't do that.
If you never seen the person do wrong, don't add wrong.
Yeah, don't add wrong.
Because what you're doing is you telling this person that, we together, but I still don't trust you.
I got my eye open.
I still don't trust you. Why are you with that person
then
if you don't trust them at all?
Yeah.
Change that.
Yeah.
Change that negative all the way around. Don't, if that person never did nothing wrong to you, don't think nothing wrong about them.
Yeah.
Don't think nothing wrong about them if they never did wrong to you. Keep everything on the positive. I promise you your whole entire life will be great. Trust issues, that needs to go. The reason why that is, your mind will always remember the things that hurt you.
The most. Yes.
Your mind will always remember the pain that you went through.
Yeah.
One of the main things is, did that person do it?
Right.
If your next answer is, I don't know, you just added a demon to your relationship that does not need to be there.
You're welcome. Actually welcome the demon into the relationship.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Why would you say that? I don't know. I mean, you never know. And I hate this term. I said it a year ago. He's just being a man. No, he's not. No, that's not what that is. Oh, you know how y'all men think. No, I don't know how that guy think.
Right.
I'm talking about me.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did.
Yeah.
What did I do? What I did. Don't put his dirt on me because I didn't.
Because I didn't do it. Yeah.
He's wearing his own uniform. My uniform's still clean.
Okay. How you doing?
So,
and Brenda stated that uplift who you say you love.
Exactly. That's 100%.
Those are powerful words.
That's 100%.
Yeah.
That's 100%. It's not a day go by that me and that woman don't pray every single morning. It doesn't matter where we are. I be at work some mornings. On my way to go home, she's on her way to leave out to go to work, and we'll stop and get on the phone with each other, and we will pray.
Wow.
We pray every single day since we've been married. Even I think right before we got married, we
that's
started.
important, a relationship.
Yeah. We pray together every single day. We'll be on the phone with people. All right, let me call you back. We gotta pray real quick before we leave out the door. We don't go out the door to go to the mailbox without even praying with each other. First thing that day. If we ran out the door that morning, trust me, it's because we had to go.
Yeah.
But no matter where we are, we stop and pray. It is never a time that we don't. And I believe that is very necessary for us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it for everybody,
yeah,
but it's definitely necessary for us. That's what helps
Everything
us.
doesn't work for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
This is what helps us. This is what works for us. So to have that, for us to keep that bond together.
Yes.
That's what makes things work for us keep us in a better position.
That's awesome.
So it keeps us in a better perspective of understanding life as we as we go through that day.
That foundation.
So that next day, we had to pray our way through that day too. We do that. I mean, I may not look like the praying type to some people. I don't look like it, but yeah, I do. I pray every day with my wife.
See?
Every single day.
That's a beautiful thing.
We leave the house. We come up to the house. We pray every day.
That's awesome.
And she's the first one that will remind me, oh, we didn't pray today. Okay, baby, let's go and do that. Even if we stayed in the house the whole entire day and never left the house, if we got up like 12 noon or whatever, and we started our day already in the house, she'll go, oh, baby, we didn't pray today. It don't matter what time of day that was, we pray right then and there.
We used to do that together. We used to go, because I have a little prayer room, and we used to go in there together. He don't go in there anymore, so I don't know why, but he don't.
We don't even. We do it right where we stand.
He's like, okay, you go ahead.
We go at it right where we stand.
Yeah.
Hey, Risa.
Yes,
that's my sister-in-law.
Hello. And Alicia stated that, and whatever you do, do not let your friends' problems and concerns become your relationship's questions.
True. That is true, and that is our mama of the asshole cruise. So you gotta understand. So yeah, she is right. You do not allow your friends' problems be the beans of your relationship. If you can help your friend, help your friend. Yeah. But don't take their demons
stuff into where it's bothering you. Like, oh my God,
to your home.
Oh my God,
because that's not what it is.
No.
Right. So we have our.
You can be there.
Right.
For them, but don't let it like overwhelm you. Because it can do that. It can do that. That's when you gotta like, oh, let me cleanse myself. Where that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that. Yeah. I mean, you can be there for them. All you need to be, but sometimes it gets overwhelming. Unless you're going through it too, you know what I mean? We're like, oh, we're doing this together.
Right.
But, just try to be there for them as much as you can, but don't try to let that overpower you too. You know what I mean? Because it can do that. It can drain you.
Right.
Actually, yeah.
You got to be able to, I mean, there's times where, you can talk.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this, and I love all my friends, and I love them all like my brothers and sisters, and Dino is one of my brothers. Hey, Dino, he's one of my big brothers. But it's like I also have that relationship where I know I could talk to my wife.
And that's a good thing to have when you have that.
When I get to the point that I'm frustrated and I know I need to talk, I can talk to my wife. I mean, there's times where I know she's going to give me a tongue lashing for some of the things that I'm thinking. Yeah. But I can talk to her. I know I can. So I don't have a problem with it. It was, matter of fact, it was Dino. It was Dino who sat there and told me a lot of times where he called me by my nickname, Big Nasty. So he go, nah, Nasty, you gotta think about it like this. And I'll sit there and go, but you know what, Dino? Yeah, you might be right with that. You know what I mean? So he the one got me really wanting to sit there and start thinking about every exact move that I make. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, he right about that. Certain things it's like, and him and I done went through hell and back. But we ain't never had a problem with each other. So he's that brother that me and my wife loved so much. He was my best man in my wedding and everything.
That's awesome.
So
awesome. And your sister-in-law stated prayer is important.
Yeah. Prayer is definitely important.
Prayer is important.
And to know she that, said, I know that,
Yeah, it is.
Risa, that's so true. Prayer is definitely important. Because if you don't have some kind of guidance in your marriage, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, and she also stated that we call that growing pains.
That's Dino.
Oh, that's Dino. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, she put up there. Oh.
Yeah.
Good to have positive male influence.
With a love.
Yeah.
Love. Yeah. That's important. That's important. Now. Yeah.
Thank you, sis.
Oh. Yeah, and and when you're in a relationship too, that, I don't know, like, you ever talk to somebody and they nag you and you're like, look, didn't I tell you already? Didn't I tell you this already? You ain't listening. You're not communicating. You ain't hearing nothing that I'm saying to you.
Right.
That's that relationship where y'all need to be like, look, I don't know how many times you want me to do this, but I'm not going to keep doing it with you.
I do. This is all right. I purposely do this with Brenda. I purposely do this with my wife. I would sit there and I would pick with her until she go, look.
Yeah.
You asked me this already. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm like, but baby, don't you love me though?
How many times do I need to repeat myself? Your sister-in-law stated that, funny, I've ended up here because today is a growing pains. Needed this reminder. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Welcome. Keep tuning in. It gets so awesome every time. And Brenda stated,
she's all the time.
All the time.
I pick with her all the time because it's like sometimes she be so frustrated. And I go, baby. She go, well, go look at me. She go, what? I'm like, love you. She go, love you too. Leave me alone. I go, let me see your eyes.
I can't. Yeah, but you just gotta keep the love, keep it flowing.
Yeah. Always have fun.
Communication thing,
always have
the
fun
romance
in your
thing
marriage.
going. Yeah, keep the romance thing going much as you can.
I can't stress that enough.
Take
Try to have as
beforehand.
much fun. Try to have as much fun in your marriage. Yeah. Always try to have as much fun in your marriage that you can. And I mean, always continue to date. You love your husband, you love your wife, continue to date.
Make it like a first date.
Always date.
I do that with my husband. I used to be outside. I would wait for him to come in from work, and I used to be like this on the side of the road, like this hitchhiking. And they were like, look at like, what's the word? I'd be like, hello, sir. Are you on my way? He like, my wife must say, I'm like, I don't care about her. But that keeps it fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to keep the laugh going and the marriage going, Yeah, so.
She said she's married. She was saying she's married to a total fool.
I can't with her.
I mean, I sit in the house. I try my best to keep. Yeah. I play all the time. I love to have fun.
Yeah.
But it's like I try to. Me and my baby date every week.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
We date every week.
That's important.
We do something. I mean, even if we're not financially going out because we done did bills and everything that week or whatever, what we do is we'll grab some popcorn and watch. We actually do a Netflix night or something.
That's us.
We'll sit there and watch
we the couch potatoes. We be watching our westerns and just chilling with our blanket on us, have our little Coors Light or whatever,
and if we
relax.
can, we go out. I mean, and there's a lot of times that we go out. We try to find something, another new restaurant. We found few new restaurants in Wilmington area that we was like, all right, we need to go check them out.
Yeah.
She was like, all right, we're gonna go do that. But it's always like we end up going to the one we love the most. And now that my baby done found herself an Olive Tree, not Olive Garden, but Olive Tree up here near Delaware area, that is definitely our go-to spot now.
Okay.
But it's like we date all the time, and we tell everybody if as much as you can, look at her. I told you. We have once a month date at Olive Tree.
Oh Lord!
And so it's like you got to.
You got to keep the romance.
You got to keep
it on
remind
fire.
each other where
that romance thing is going.
Where y'all came from. That the fact that y'all who y'all are to each other.
Some people
keep
can't do the
reminding
romance
that.
thing.
There was a time where I used to buy my baby some flowers and she would come home and they're just there. Or she'll get up the next morning and they're just there.
Were you always romantic though?
I wanted to always be that. But the thing is you can't do it for everybody. Yeah. So what happened was I found the woman that I could do that for.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
And because I was able to do that for her, it made things better. Yeah. And it made me feel better to
somebody
be able
on your
to
level,
do
know where we're going together.
Right.
Yeah. And that's important.
It was like after we got married, there were a lot of things. And my wife would sit there, and if she would tell you the show enough truth, she'll tell you. There's a lot of things. She would sit there and go, yeah, I know you probably did this somewhere else. I had to tell her. I said, no, baby. Actually, I've always wanted to do this. Just never did it. You're the first person I did this with.
The romance thing.
Because it's like a lot of people you don't give everybody everything.
Everybody,
you don't.
Yeah, because they don't know how to act.
You can't. It's like you cannot do certain things for people because they just you see who they are, and you're like, you ain't wasting your time for that. So I give my wife pretty much everything that I think that is romantic. One day she came home from work. I had the whole entire apartment lit up with candles everywhere. Her favorite meal was all right, so she loved my shrimp scampi and her chicken Alfredo. So I made her her meal, and we popped some wine. I had some jazz playing. Jazz is mostly for me. I know she like it, but I love jazz.
Jazz is just
so I had some smooth jazz playing, and baby, I'm going to tell it. I gave my baby a full body massage until she fell out. Let her rest. And she was like, why did you? Just because I love you. I just want to just do that for you.
We do the jacuzzi thing. We'll do the jacuzzi, with a little, Epsom salt or whatever, little bubbles, a glass of wine. And we turn the lights off, have our little candles lit at the bottom, chilling. You know what I mean?
It's just because. It's
the
not
jazz
even
playing softly, not all loud, no bright light nowhere, just us,
And it's just because. It's not because I'm doing it because I'm trying to get cool points. No, I got you already. Cool points for what? I'm doing it because that's what I felt in my heart to do. And when you're married, these are the things that you got to take notice. You notice that your partner is going through roughness. There's things that's bothering them. They're upset. They need to be calmed down. The things need to calm down around y'all.
Take that pressure off of them.
Help.
By giving them, get in the shower.
Help. Take them out.
Yeah.
You stay in the shower. They ain't doing nothing.
Wash them up or whatever and be romantic. Do something, something that you never done. You know what I mean? And remind them. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
remind them. Yeah.
What you do is it's like that you probably had a rough day. If your day is rough, just imagine your partner's. Your partner's day is probably rough too.
Rougher than yours, probably. You know what I mean? So you never know how somebody's day is.
Sometimes you being hurt and whatever. Yeah. Never know that how bad they feeling. Sometimes helping them out can make you feel good.
Exactly.
So every now and then, I'll go in the bathroom while she's in there and taking a shower. Go in there and scrub her back just to help her out. Just to do it. I know my wife be like, my baby be like, what's up?
Your sister-in-law stated that sometimes we get so caught up in what we have going on. And you are so right. Yeah. You're not even lying about that. We get, man, listen. And it does happen. So people try to act. Yeah, it happens all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like when you get too caught up in everything else, you got to find that outlet sometimes. And it just so happened that I know my mind is always like a little crazy. So I know if I'm off, I know my baby needs some help right now. So.
Yo, my sister crazy, but your vibe baked. She said, "Where that man at? Because when I find him, I will give him a little taste." You play too much. Yo.
And my sister said I'm very stubborn, and honestly, I was in a throw on a towel moment. Yeah, you get that, and then I find this show. God is this you? Laugh out loud.
I can't with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's some of these moments. It's like my baby. She works hard. Mm-hmm. My baby works hard, and I know that sometimes she's frustrated.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
And what I do is like there's times where all right, it's gonna take all this manliness away from me for a second. So I'm letting y'all know I would sit there and actually give my baby a pedicure, just to do it,
Okay.
just to do it. And I don't mind doing certain things for her because when she's resting, it's a great thing. It's a great thing. I'm sitting there being able to allow my baby to rest. Her thing is she don't rest well at times. So I got to make sure that whatever I do, she's able to get in there and get that rest. So
And it's the small things.
right.
It's the small things.
These are the great things that I like about marriage. That you're able to do all of these romantic things with this person that you're growing old and dying off with. I know it sounds harsh, but it is true.
So true. So true.
And I do whatever I can. It's like if I'm home in the morning when my wife go off to work, you can guarantee she got a hot breakfast before she going out the door.
That's what I do, honey. Every
I
morning.
make sure that she's
whenever
good.
he's home. Yeah, that's what I do every morning when he is home. And Kieta stated that that's the type of stuff I've been waiting for in a man, and I know he's waiting for me for that too. And honestly, I've been lusting for it.
Well, yeah, it's out there for you, baby girl.
Yeah. Just
But
keep being patient.
it's just that it's one of those things where you have to be more perceptive and understand
That's crazy.
and understand life.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it'll come to you eventually.
Yeah, yeah. And Brenda stated, yes, I am spoiled, stinking spoiled, she said. All right now. And my sister stated, I ain't wearing no towel. You know what? I can't wear it. Yo, she is a mess. And Kieta stated that don't take away manliness out of you. That's what makes you the caring, loving person you are. Oh, that's so sweet to say.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Nancy.
hear that? Isn't that beautiful? And Brenda stated, and so is my husband. Okay. That's the way, honey. That's the way you're supposed to
I
do
am
it,
not
honey.
spoiled.
Vice versa. Kieta stated, stop tripping, uncle. But that's beautiful.
So
When
these
you have
are
that in a
some
relationship.
Yeah, these are
in a
some of the
marriage.
great things about a marriage. It's like these are the things that you work hard to want to
Yeah.
do in a life with a person.
Yeah.
You want that. But if you got to the point that you don't want that kind of life at all, that's okay too. It's just that you got to know that what you want in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. It's about what you, yeah.
Yeah.
So
you gotta
true, so
you gotta know exactly what it is. But once you get into it, you got to want it.
Exactly.
You
Yes.
really gotta want it.
Yes. Yes. So do you wanna take us out?
Yeah. I'm enjoying this show. So,
I know,
but
I
I thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight, and those who message on the message board.
Yes.
Like again, you always can reach us every Monday night and
At 7 p.m.
at 7 p.m. here on Plug Studio Network.
Yes.
Be sure to keep looking out for our flyer. If you're dirty, take a bath,
Yes.
and make sure that you tap into I am
me.
me.
.net, right? .org, yeah.
.org.
Am I right, sis? Yes, .org.
Make sure you tap into IamMe.org.
Yes, yes, yes. So, do you want to know what next week is?
What's that there?
Are y'all sure you're ready? You better buckle your seat. You ready? All right. How do you feel about your mate having ex's pictures?
Wow. Yeah.
Still having them. I don't want to know right now. Next week, we're going to talk about that. How do you feel about your mate having their ex's photos still? Okay? So, with that, you guys, I want you to continue to be safe, and we will see you next week on Monday at 7. Peace out. Good night.
I'm up against the fight of my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it, let it, let it, let it, let it out. I refuse,